Hello, everyone. My name is Marco, and in today's Psychbuster, um, it is said that by giving a baby or a child, lots of extra stimulation, like musical toys and mobility practices such as crawling, can markedly increase its intelligence. When developing, babies and children are more curious than ever. Speaking with a child and giving them toys can further develop motor and intelligence skills. For example, giving puzzles or tasks to help with motor and cognitive function, or by using gestures while speaking. It can help them also remember things from the past or from a previous test. In the subject of early childhood studies, 1000 in Cal Poly Pomona, they have an assignment of raising a virtual child. Depending on the choices you make with every situation, the outcomes differ. The child typically has extremely high scores because of the simulations such as conversation, toys, and reading exposed at an early age. These students have the choice to parent however they want for these virtual children, whether they are authoritative, neglectful, or authoritarian. And in one of these assignments, these words pop up, such as adaptation, which means gradually overcoming disequilibrium by using and modifying schemas through repetitive interactions with environment. Second being assimilation, which is the process of interpreting experiences in terms of existing schemas. For example, in a situation where a child is given many pictures of animals and cars, and the child is to section them by category, one being animal and one being the vehicles. Child once sees a car for the first time, they adapt by choosing the vehicle section to place the car picture into. But once they see a house, uh, image, it counts as disequilibrium and messes up the order, for it does not come or make sense uh, into this whole experiment. These outcomes from early childhood studies, once 1000, support these claims because the children who are exposed to high stimulations um, typically excel in math and English at the early ages of education, whereas the parents who are neglectful and their with their kids develop anger issues or learning deficiencies. And so, in conclusion, the myth is confirmed in the study of early childhood studies. It increases brain function and memory. Children who are exposed to lots of stimulation engage in things more active.
The first claim we're analyzing is this: would feeling no pain be beneficial to life? Think about a time you've had a bad injury or felt physically terrible. You may remember the pain of breaking your arm, severe body aches, or a massive headache. Many people have to live their entire lives with chronic pain, so wouldn't we all prefer not to feel pain? Pain is defined as an unpleasant sensory or emotional experience associated with the physical sensation of actual or potential tissue damage. Anatomically, we can thank nociceptors in the body for a sense of pain. They are specialized sensory neurons found all over the body and sense four particular stimuli: heat, cold, pressure, and chemicals. Nociception, then, is a term given to the sensation of pain. An interesting fact is that our brain actually lacks nociceptors. This is why people can be awake during brain surgery, which allows doctors to test for functioning and monitor complex brain areas. This is true in the case of a 35-year-old man who played saxophone during his surgery in Rome in 2022. To define some quick terminology, an afferent or sensory neuron is a neuron that receives a signal from the body and relays it to the central nervous system. An efferent or motor neuron is stimulated by the central nervous system to signal the effector muscle to perform a certain action. Interneurons may exist within the spinal cord to integrate signals from sensory and motor neurons to perform rapid reflexes and other more complex tasks. When nociceptors are activated, an electrical signal is sent by the primary afferent neuron to the spinal cord. At the spinal cord, interneurons link the signal to second-order efferent neurons that ascend to the brain, while others are linked back to the site of sensation in a reflex arc. In a reflex arc, interneurons in the spinal cord stimulate a motor neuron that causes us to quickly and automatically retract our body from a hot or painful stimulus. Activated second-order neurons propagate a signal to the brain where the stimulus is recognized as pain. Our awareness of pain prevents further harm from the stimulus by allowing us to recognize what actions are dangerous and harmful, like touching a candle flame. There is a condition known as congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP. This is caused by the genetic mutation of nociceptors, which cannot properly recognize the initial pain stimulus. Without the knowledge of pain and harm, CIP patients cannot adequately assess the severity of their injuries. Because of this, people with CIP require constant medical checks and situational awareness to prevent unintentional injury. For these reasons, it's safe to say that, although it sounds tempting, living without the ability to feel pain is extremely dangerous and would not be beneficial to daily life functioning. It's best to take the good with the bad and enjoy life with all its mental and physical ups and downs. We would definitely consider this claim to be majorly busted.